Good morning, everybody. All right, so unfortunately, I had too much work yesterday. I was not able to film yesterday because I already started work at 5 a.m. and I was done around 7 p.m. and by that time, I was done. So today is going to be day 5 and 6 combined. Well, day 5, you already had a little bit of information on it. I had breakfast, and in truthfulness, the last 2 days I actually had breakfast because they're not normal days. I was at an event all day, all night, and well, all day and till late both days. So you're kind of in survival mode. So whenever you get a chance to eat, you just eat it because you don't know when you're going to be able to eat again, right? So I had breakfast um 2 days ago. So on day 5, I had breakfast, but it was good stuff. I find it was good stuff, though. I did have a sausage, but there was, it was mostly eggs and just a few potatoes, and so it was pretty good on that end. Lunch, I ended up getting lunch that day too. Lunch was what did I have? It was some kind of pasta, like a noodle thing, a little bit of noodles with a lot of vegetables. There was a lot of different types of vegetables and turkey. And I tried a piece of turkey and I had some of the vegetables and the noodles. Noodles and vegetables were fine. Turkey was too dry. I couldn't do it. So that was lunch. And then for dinner, we actually had some kind of sandwiches. It was kind of reverse. Usually we'd have turkey and stuff for dinner, but it was reversed. And so for dinner, we had all kinds of little sandwiches with little cold cuts and stuff. So I had three little, no, they're small. They're small. It's like almost finger food small, but I had three of them anyways. And I know I was saying I was not going to eat any dessert. Well, I lied because the desserts that they came out with were unbelievable, and I ended up caving in for one dessert, and it was this little, almost like a little cupcake, but it wasn't a cupcake. Some kind of pastry that had a little cream on top, and it's like a one biter. It was very good. So that was 2 days ago. Yesterday, yesterday wasn't quite as good of a day. So for breakfast, I was running a little late, and I knew I would miss the breakfast at the event, and I was excuse me, I was pretty tired from the day before. Now, no, just so I can get more, just so you understand. Normally, my regular day, I think I have about 3 or 4 thousand steps in a day is pretty regular for me. In the last 2 days, I was closer to between 18 and 22,000 steps. So I think for some people that's probably just a normal day, but for me, it's a big deal. And so I was just a lot of exhaustion, and it feels like my I've been hungry because of that, as opposed to the days before where I was fine. I didn't feel much of an effect of not having Saxenda. By burning all these calories, and I was sweating a little bit and all that. I just need a little bit more food. So yes, I did end up getting some breakfast on the way to work, just so because like I said, I was running a little bit late. The breakfast was a breakfast sandwich. So it was a bagel with egg, sausage, and lettuce, tomatoes in it. So that was my breakfast. I got to lunch. Lunch, I wasn't able to get much of a lunch in because it was tough to find time. I ended up, they had sandwiches this time. I got two, about one sandwich worth. They're half sandwiches. I took two of them. So I had about one sandwich worth of some kind of, I don't know, cold cut with a piece of cheese or something in it. I don't know what it was. Didn't matter. I just got it in there and then I left. And at the end of the day, I kind of messed up the end of the day because once it was all said and done, I was exhausted on my way home. And I still kind of go back to, if I want to give myself a treat, it's usually food. If I want to give myself a reward, it's food related. So on the way home, I stopped at Wendy's and I got a a spicy chicken combo, which is 1,100 calories or something like that. So overall, I probably had, I don't know, maybe 2,000, maybe a little bit more yesterday. Maybe let's put more calories. I probably had upwards of 2,500 calories yesterday, and then the day before, I probably had something closer to 2,000 calories. But again, I've been burning a lot of energy, right? A lot of calories. So I think it's not too bad. Have I wasn't feeling all that hungry for the most part, probably because I was busy. But at the end, at least at the beginning of the days and during lunchtime, uh, mostly. But at night, I was once it's all said and done, I was pretty hungry. So that's the only time that yeah, that I felt hunger. Overall, what do I think about not being on Saxenda? Excuse me. After 6 days, well, I don't think I feel the effects so much of. Actually, I don't think I feel the effects at all being off Saxenda. And that doesn't mean that Saxenda doesn't work. But to me, it feels like it was probably a good choice to stop and see if I can start it up again because I don't think it was effective anymore. Now, the only downside is I haven't been pushing myself for weight loss. I've just been questioning, can I maintain the amounts of food, or can I maintain without it? I think that's been more of what I've been aiming for. So I'm certain I haven't lost any weight. And I guess with the types of cold cuts I had, I may even be a little bit heavier than when I started this week. Do I think I have actually put on calories weight wise? No. But here's how I feel about this. So I don't feel super motivated to lose weight right now. I don't want to put weight on, and I know I still have a long way to go, but the motivation to lose weight isn't as strong as when I started Saxenda. And I think, well, first off, I was in a much worse place. Not that I'm in a great place now. I'm still 300 pounds. I have to lose a lot more weight to be healthier. But inside, the way I feel now compared to when I started this journey is just night and day. I was in terrible shape at 360. I can't go to 360. 300, I've been my whole life. It's not a healthy weight, but I've been here my whole life and I've been able to maintain and I've been able to live with this weight. So it kind of takes some of the motivation away, right? Which is a problem because I'm not done. I can't be done now, right? If I want to live to be old, you can't be 300 pounds and be 85 years old. It's not going to happen. So I have to work on that. But at 360, when I had all the health issues of being 360, adding Saxenda was kind of like an ace up your sleeve. Like you feel, I would assume it's kind of the feeling of somebody that's on steroids that goes to the gym. They still need to put in the hard work, but by pump and juice, and I'm sorry for the comparison, but I think that's probably about right. Where they know if they pop that needle or whatever they do, pills or needles or whatever it is, um, they can get better results faster, and they can, so I think that's kind of how it felt when I took Saxenda. Like, okay, well, now's the time to push. I have this helping me. Let's get fast results. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Well, not taking Saxenda kind of takes that ace up my sleeve away. So the motivation isn't quite as like what it used to be. Now I plan on starting back on Saxenda again. I was I was thinking, do I just, after a week is done, do I go back on Saxenda right away and just try to see if we go back to normal? Or next week, because I think it is a regular week, do I keep off Saxenda, but now try to get the push that I was doing while I was on Saxenda and see what kind of weight, like weigh myself, for example, and then do the push like I used to on Saxenda to see, am I still getting great results without it? Can I maintain that? Or do we just go back on Saxenda, like I said, and we'll see if I start eating a lot less again? I don't know. We stop at 1 week, or do we go to 2 weeks? I still want to get back on Saxenda no matter what, but is there something you guys want me to test first? So I'm doing this for the community. See if there's anything you want me to try out. Since I'm doing all these anyways, I'll do whatever you guys suggest. And if it's split down the middle, well then I guess I'll just choose something. We'll see from there. All right, so thanks for watching, guys. I'm sorry I didn't put up a video yesterday, and but I will see you tomorrow. Have a good day.